Let's all laugh at the sugar lumps, part 5. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. As you know, those that have functioning brain cells understand through the application of my excellent work that Harry's wife is a narcissist. They understand that I have applied my expertise, that I have looked at the evidence, and that my findings, not only sound and done many years ago, ahead of anybody else, have continued to have been supported by the way that she has behaved since. Indeed, many of the things that I predicted have come to occur. The dynamic that I have explained that would occur has been apparent. Accordingly, many people see that this analysis is both important, interesting, and at times entertaining. There are others who have been helped by this analysis because what has occurred is that it has made them realise that they were involved with a narcissist themselves, and therefore the application of my work in that regard has been hugely important. Of course, there are a few sugar lumps, deluded idiots of low cognitive function who continue to hold on to the belief that Harry's wife is a truly empathic and wonderful person. They do so for a variety of reasons. Some are paid to do it. Some do it because she represents all of the hopes and dreams that they have, because their lives are ostensibly empty and rubbish. Others, they're professional supporters in the sense that they only support Harry's wife because she serves an agenda that they have with regard to propagating hate of the royal family, for instance, or the support of people of colour, even though, of course, she has always maintained that she was Caucasian until it became trendy for her to decide that she would represent herself as a person of colour. Those individuals who support her professionally will soon betray her, jettison her, when she no longer serves a purpose. We, of course, have seen the very nasty comments that some of these idiots write or come out with on interviews, on news stories, and occasionally a few percolate into the hallowed ground of the comments section on my channel. And therefore it behooves me to set the sugar lumps straight, not because I accept or believe that they will ever understand what I'm telling them, but rather so you can understand the nonsense that they come out with and you can be entertained by my responses to them. Accordingly, ensure you're not drinking anything nor eating anything, and settle back as we now all laugh at the sugar lumps. First up, we have somebody called Bathsheba Grant. Now, you say she didn't have her own children. What the heel? You sound like a pishko. Do you mean psycho? Well, I am a psychopath. Pettiness is real with Brits, spelt incorrectly again. So, in the space of 3 sentences, we have you written with a U rather than Y-O-U, what the hell spelt as heel, psycho misspelt, and Brit spelt without a capital letter. Lo and behold, it's another sugar demonstrating poor grammatical skills. Why don't y'all, oh look, there's y'all once again, talk about William and Kate? We do. Is it that they are boring? You've missed off the question mark. No, not at all. One's a normal and one's an empath. But you see, Bathsheba, if you weren't such a retarded individual, you don't recognise that I do talk about them in the context of their interactions with Harry's wife. They will never compare to Harry and Harry's wife, period. Well done, you got a name right. That's unusual for a sugar. No, they won't. Do you know why? Because they're far superior to them. That's why all the pettiness. No, Harry is life and oozes out everywhere. No idea what you're trying to state with that comment. The only thing that oozes out of him at the moment is utter shitbaggery. His dad called him a spare. That's on Dad. But it's also accurate because he is. Stop blaming Harry. I'm not blaming him for anything. I pointed out that he's a victim of a narcissist. Perhaps if you actually watch the videos and listen to what I'm saying, Bathsheba, the idiot, you would understand. But you don't, because you're a clown. Stop blaming Harry. He's freeing himself of all the baggage he has to deal with. It's funny, y'all, there it is again, blame someone else for Harry's decision. Well, your standard of English is atrocious, but that's to be expected from a clown sugar. And once again, you completely get it wrong. Kinney say, you call yourself a greater narc. No, I don't. I'm an ultra, so at least get it right to begin with. Yet you are here playing the flying monkey of the British royal family. No, I'm not. If anything, I would be a lieutenant, not a flying monkey. Indeed, you don't understand what flying monkeys actually are, so I would invite you, Kinney say, to spend some money on me and go to the Knowledge Vault and obtain the truth about flying monkeys. Are you Charles III? No. But isn't it interesting, again, Kinney say, how you're an individual that supports Harry and Harry's wife, and basically you will adopt the attitude of leave them alone and don't say nasty things about them, but here you are making false accusations against me. Not that I care, because you're a clown and your life's pathetic compared to mine, but moreover, banding around phrases such as Charles III. So you're just as unpleasant as the people that you claim to have a moral high ground in relation to. Pathetic, LOLS. I think the fact that you have to use that at the end of your sentence demonstrates that you're pathetic. Then we've got Sarah Leek. What drives you, Tudor? Well, occasionally a chauffeur, but that's none of your business. Do you even know? Yes. If you mean what drives me as an individual, I fucking talk about it nearly every single day through the auspices of my channel. But of course, you won't bother actually listening. You'll just jump to conclusions because you're a sugar and an idiot. What drives me is the pursuit of the prime aims and the necessity of alleviating boredom and wanting to play games because of my psychopathy. These are two human beings. Yes, and do you have any children? No. And if you'd listened to my channel, you'd understand that. Why don't you try listening and getting the information and actually learning before making a clown of yourself? Who do we have next? Well, it's Eva K. You must be jealous. You mean envious. Once again, for the heart of understanding, envy is where you covet something belonging to somebody else. Jealous is fear of losing something. So, for instance, if a man fears losing his girlfriend, he's jealous of his girlfriend. If he doesn't like the fact that she has got a new job promotion, he's envious of his girlfriend. A dictator is jealous of his power. Your neighbour is envious of your new motor vehicle. It's not difficult, but I suppose it is for you individuals who are particularly hard of understanding with your limited cognitive function. You must be jealous just like that Morgan and that other man. Well, much as my powers are extensive, I'm not able to fathom out who on earth you're talking about. Get a life. I have one, and it's a very good one, thank you. How many sittings did you have with her to be able to read her mind? 0. I don't read her mind. I'm not telepathic. The thing is, Eva K, and again, if you'd actually bother to watch the videos and understand, but I know that's beyond you because you have the attention span of a gnat, the fact is that if you had, you'd realise that I don't need to read her mind. I already understand how it functions because I understand how narcissists function because I'm one, and I've studied and observed and listened to and been around many of her kind. I have met her, as I've explained before, and I've also looked at a stack of evidence to support my findings. Crazy, you might be, I'm not. Is media or royal family pay you, great grammar by the way, to create a smear campaign against her? No, they don't. Are you this sick? I'm not sick, but you're thick. Grace O, were you there? I think you need to lose the apostrophe, another dimwit who can't use grammar correctly and punctuation. Were you there? You should be sued for defamation. Well, okay, bring it on, but you know what, I'll win, because truth is an absolute defence, you fuckhead. Sheila Envik, boy, you people just like starting war. Well, I must admit I do enjoy starting war with pillocks like you. News people lie all the time. Or rather, news people lie all time. Again, another one who can't write correctly. Some news people tell fibs, absolutely. Just like Harry's wife does. I think it's you take drug. Again, please try and actually write in actual sentences. And it's Harry that's been taking the drugs. The evidence supports that. What? What evidence is that, you ask? Oh, he's admitted it, Sheila. Do you see? Pillock. Let us bring forth more of the heart of understanding. Awakening empath. I think you're not. Not watching this outrageous racist smear campaign. How then do you know that it's racist if you're not going to watch it? And it's not racist. It's about the behaviour, which, if you watched it, rather than prejudging it, you'd realise that. But oh, the irony that you hold yourself out as being an empath and that you hold yourself out as being a good person, yet you prejudge something without even watching it. Entirely typical of the ways of the sugar. H&M are two empaths. Okay. Very happy? No. One is incapable of being happy, but she doesn't realise it. The other one has been brainwashed, and he certainly doesn't look happy, does he? Very much in love. He is. She isn't. Why? She's a narcissist and she's incapable of it, which, if you'd watch my videos, Awakening Douchebag, you would know. Something you'll never experience, Mr. Poshnark. I know. I talk about that. I experience love because lots of people love me, but I don't love anybody else. But I'm perfectly content with that. Kathy Rehill. I think you are full of shit, H.G. Tudor. Well, Kathy, I know you're full of shit. So the Ultra wins again. Sprinkle Truth. You're, misspelt again, going straight to hell for all your terrible news. Hell doesn't exist, apart from when I create it for people like you. Get a life and leave Harry alone. Ah, there we are. Leave Harry alone. Why? He won't leave us alone. He's fucking everywhere at the moment. So we're perfectly entitled to comment about him. So a smattering of sugars that have turned up in the comments section. And of course, as ever, all roundly dealt with by the wit and wisdom of the Ultra. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.